All right, guys, I'm gonna hopefully be pulling a log across the creek today on a zip line. I'm gonna try to get the log mostly, if not all the way off the ground with that cable right there. And so that's where the zip line is, the upper cable. And the lower portion here, just below it, is my tree winch. So that's the open road 13,000 pound winch. I made the plate out of 1/4 inch steel, and that's actually connected to a solid 2x2 piece of steel here, and just a regular receiver hitch right here, but it's reinforced with some 1/4 inch plate. And this is another piece of 2x2 solid. I made this in another video. The V blocks are there, just trying to show you my whole setup. And then I got a 10,000 pound strap going around it. That should be adequate. That log shouldn't weigh that much. And then my leads are going over. I got these 30-foot leads from Harbor Freight. They're actually pretty good jumper cables. Really heavy duty. They don't feel cheap like some of the stuff does. So, and it's hooked up to my tractor. I didn't want to do the tractor because this log, I'll show you in a second, once it clears that hill, it's gonna spring, and I'm guessing it probably weighs close to 2,000 pounds, maybe 1,800, and then just the drop force of that itself could exert twice that amount of weight. I think my tractor weighs about 4,000 pounds, and I just don't want to take a chance of taking it and rolling it down this steep hill. So anyway, I'm rappelling myself down this hill with the winch rope so I can show you my other side, what I got going on over here. Over here on this side, I'm almost down to the creek now. There's the creek bed here. So there's a pretty good drop off right here from where the tree is, or the log, I should say, all the way down to the bottom here. I'm gonna stop the video so I can climb up this hill and start over, and I'll show you the setup on this end. Okay, over here is another portion of that maple log. If you watched my last video, I drug the daggone thing all the way up that hill. It kept hitting roots and stumps and everything else. So now I got a choker on it. So it's choked right there. I got the zip line attached right here. That's this black line with the red lead. That goes up to the come along, which then goes up to the snatch block, which is on the cable. And then the other portion is, I got a choker strap there on the tree with the chain fall pulling the tension to the cable going across. So hopefully it goes way smoother than the last one, unless something breaks, which you never know. I guess that could happen. Fingers crossed it works. But anyway, stay tuned and I'll see if I can get this thing across the creek up the other hill. Maybe it a lot smoother. The last video, if you guys watched it, I had to anchor like three or four different trees up there to finally get it to the top. Fourth one just to get it over the edge. It's kind of way in the background, but just to the right of my RK tractor there. But I think today, if I just get it up to that tree that the winch is attached to, I should be able to just hook it up to my grapple with some chain or something. I can't go too far forward because it's really unstable and top heavy right there on the tractor. So anyway, stay tuned. We'll see what we can do with this. The open road winch did come with 2 remotes, which I'll be using today because I don't want to be close to that cable if something should break or snap. Okay, I'm gonna pull the slack out of this thing and we're gonna start pulling here. Zoom in a little bit. Reposition the camera because I want to stand off to the side when that log finally clears the embankment. I want to make sure I'm clear of that cable in case it does snap. I'm actually standing behind a tree up here. It didn't snap. We'll go down the hill and get a little closer view of that. It's actually hanging completely off the ground right now, so it's working pretty good. I'm not going to actually go all the way down there. I've already been down there twice today. Get you a little winded going up and down these hills. I'm in the Great Miami River Valley in southwest Ohio, so I'm not in technically I'm not in the mountains, but it feels like you are because it's such extreme hills and valleys through here. So anyway, we're gonna keep pulling and see what happens here. Sorry for the shaky camera here. I'm trying to walk with it. I'm gonna set it back up on the tripod. Okay, I set up again halfway down the hill to get a better view. This is so much smoother than skidding it across the ground like I did on the first video. Probably what's going to happen is I'm going to set up a permanent cable across the creek. Not in this position, this is just extreme, but to access the other part of my property if I have to skid or get any other logs across the creek. It's working like a dream though. I think I got the cable on top as for the 12,000 pound winch that was available at Harbor Freight, like a spare cable. And I just put an extra hook on the end. I can't remember, it was a few years ago when I bought it. But I'm pretty sure that's where it came from. But man, yeah, this is working so much nicer. It's keeping that nose off the ground. Pulling it right up. I already had to rig to another tree at this point on the last one. It's dragging a little bit there. She's making it though. Should start lifting that nose up again now that I'm getting up to that other tree. Let me go around this tree, get a better view. that's it. Man, that took like 5 minutes or less compared to the last one. It took me a couple hours, I think. Awesome. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'll probably have more videos coming up soon with this tree winch that I made. Yeah, no, this worked out awesome. So if you guys ever have a situation where you need to get a heavy log across the creek or whatever, something like this might work out for you. Just got to be careful and stand off to the side and use a remote winch control. I wouldn't recommend being next to the cable when you're pulling it, so just common sense. All right, thanks again for watching. If you like this video, give me 2 thumbs up, and be sure to like and subscribe.